Extra, extra! Welcome to Scoop Saturdays with your favorite undersea herald, Soul. Here is where we cover all the major Nintendo news that has been given to us in the community this past week. And there's always big news rolling in. This week, we have Foxes, Chozos, Hedgehogs, oh my! This week showcases a real gaming menagerie. Alright, enough introductions, let's get this ball rolling. Pokemon X and Y news seems to come out like every week. This week, a demo in both Japanese and English has come out. At Gamescom, here's what we saw. Keep in mind, most of this was probably just made for the demo, so it probably won't even be included in the actual game. Alright, so there are 6 characters that will be chosen randomly. A girl with either Chespin, Froakie, or Fennekin. Same thing with the guy. The only thing to mention with the starters is that Fennekin actually has Psybeam, meaning it basically confirms she's a psychic type. However, she could possibly be a fairy type. I mean, it's not really that far out there. You will also receive a Sylveon and a Helioptile. You battle your rival, Calum if you're a girl, or Serena if you're a guy. They also have the starter strong against you, your rival, but they also have a goodbye, probably to showcase that Sylveon is a fairy type, which is good against dragon types. Shauna also appears and you battle her, and she has the starter weak to yours. But it wasn't just battles. Pokemon Ami was also in the demo, but the only thing worth mentioning is that there are 3 stats: hunger, play, and friendliness. You can also ride on Skiddo, Go-Goat's pre-evolution, but they only allowed you to do so in a very small area, basically to just go around a very grandiose fountain. However, he moves very, very fast. It was also revealed Litleo has the ability Unnerve, Sylveon has the ability Cute Charm, and Helioptile has the ability Dry Skin. Oh, and speaking of Sylveon, it was confirmed that Sylveon's type, Fairy, isn't very effective against fire types. Finally, at the end of the demo, you battle Professor Sycamore, and guess what? He gives you a Mewtwo that can Mega Evolve with the mystery item. Professor Sycamore has a Crobat, Dragonite, and a Chandelure. It's actually pretty easy as Mewtwo has attacks meant to beat each one: Psystrike, Thunderbolt, and Shadow Ball. It ends right after that, but we should expect more news in the following week. Speaking of Pokemon, a GameStop event has been happening since the 19th. What is it, you may ask? It's a shiny Dialga that's level 100. Keep in mind, it only lasts till September 8th. That's the last day you can get it. And it only works for Pokemon Black, White, Black 2, or White 2. No other games. Unlike most news on the show, this is actually not on a recent game, but it's actually something really worth mentioning. For all you Earthbound fans out there, you may like this especially. If you didn't know, Mother 3 was originally supposed to be a Nintendo 64, fan-dubbed Earthbound 64. However, the project was scrapped, and instead, it became Mother 3 in Japan on the GBA back in 2006. Well, a heaping of leaked images have been revealed, and I'll put it in the description for all of you to see. Smash Bros. News came out too! Metroid Other M gets a stage for the Wii U themed off of the Pyrosphere. Personally, I really wanted a Chozo Ruin stage, but this one looks great. The lighting is fantastic and looks beautiful. Which is weird to say because it's a dark-themed area and Ridley is battled there in Metroid Other M. Speaking of Ridley, it seems Sakurai teased that an enemy from Samus's past will appear. Maybe Ridley will be some obstacle in there. But in other news with Smash Brothers, Villager and Wii Fit Trainer were confirmed for the 3DS. They looked a little roughed out because their shadows are much too large for their body, but it's a good thing that we finally get to see them. Sakurai also confirmed that their black outlines around the characters can be made thinner or even not even there. Personally, I never really liked the outlines because they kind of just look, weird. So to me, it's a very, very good thing. If you listen closely, I mentioned something about Gamescom with Pokemon X and Y. Well, that was a big convention in Germany, and here's where the big news block came in. A lot, like a heaping helping. Like, you better get a plate because it's a lot of news for Sonic Lost World was revealed. First off, the bigger news. A new version of the game has been announced. It's actually called Sonic Lost World Deadly 6th Edition, and will most likely be, lots of fun. You want to know why? Well, first, it's available only via pre-order at all retail stores. So you better grab this one fast. Oh, and personally, I love the idea of it, because I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Knights games. Yep, with this new Deadly 6th Edition, you can have boss battles that can be accessed at any point with the Deadly 6, and these boss battles are familiar because they're from the game Nights into Dreams. However, that's not all. 2-player modes have been announced. We've seen a little bit of it actually before. One is where you control a little vehicle made by Tails, and they can do different things like collect rings, defeat enemies, and I even saw in one point it can make and turn into a platform. It's very similar to the assist feature in the Mario Galaxy games. That's not all. I said modes. The other one is like a race feature, similar to Sonic Colors' Game Corner. However, you race in the actual stages of the world in the game. Racing with the red and green Robo-Sonics actually looks pretty fun, so I'll definitely check it out when the game releases. This trailer that was shown also showcases Miiverse connectivity. Here, you can give out little items like invincibility or speed shoes through Miiverse. There were also screenshots leaked that show the White Wisp, Yacker, and a new Wisp called the Black Wisp that gives you the Black Bomb. Here, you roll around for a couple seconds and it does a big kaboom. Also, we know that a world map similar to Sonic Colors' world map is also in the game, and then due to the coding of the actual, the HTML code for an image, we know the water stage is called, it's called Tropical Coast, which, from what we've seen, doesn't look like a tropical coast. It's underwater, and it's like lots of mining stuff and grinding on rails. But then again, Frozen Factory was first shown off as a casino, so, we'll probably see a little beachy one. Finally, a new stage for Frozen Factory was shown. It's not in a casino. Instead, there are lots of gears everywhere, and you can skate on ice. Finally, at the end, we also hear Zor, one of the Deadly 6, saying, "I'm so upbeat I could beat him up." And the reason why he says this is that he looks sad or upset in his usual appearance, but I think it's important to mention because it's one of the first Deadly 6 we've ever heard of him. Also, right when he says that, it shows a little cutscene where he clones himself with 2 shadowy figures, almost definitely showing his boss battle. And speaking of voices of the Deadly 6, Zaz also speaks and showcases the more dark atmosphere of the game's dialogue as he shouts, "You're going home in a box!" and shows him carrying a gold ball, which will most likely be part of his boss battle. But that's not all that was shown for Sonic Lost World at Gamescom. A demo was showcased for it, and here it actually shows 4 stages. One of them we've seen already, the casino stage for Frozen Factory. 2 of them we've actually seen in little trailers, only snippets of it. And one of them, guess what? It's brand new. Let's start off with the Windy Hill stage shown. Here, it's split into 2 parts. One is where you must bounce off of sheeps in certain parts, and some will turn red and angry and attempt to charge you off the stage. Here, it's sort of shaped like the inside of a tube, unlike the first Windy Hill stage we've seen, which is shaped on the outside of a tube. The second part is actually we're in a 2.5D area where you focus on the new Indigo asteroid power. Here, you get to suck up a lot of debris, and with the most debris you can get, you can jump really high. Also, this Indigo asteroid power can let you access new areas that you can only access with that power. This is the 4th act of Windy Hill, confirming there will be more than the usual 3 in each world. The other one that we've seen before is a Silent Forest one. In fact, it's the first stage. It's the one with all the mud and rails. Here, you must grind on rails over mud, and you can also open up flower platforms by jumping on them. It has the Crimson Eagle power, but from the GameSpot demo they showed, we didn't see it. In this stage, there are a lot of enemies from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, such as Mush Meanies and Mad Moles found in the Mushroom Hill Zone. The last one is a brand new stage for Frozen Factory. It's not the one in the trailer. It's actually really different. According to the Sonic Lost World rep, this stage is much later in the game since it's pretty hard, which is odd because from what we can tell, Frozen Factory is only like the 4th world. Who knows, maybe you can play the levels in different orders, or maybe there's not going to be 8 worlds, there's going to be 6, like Sonic Colors. Anyways, this one is crazy cool. Here, you are stuck in like a snowball in a nighttime area, and what you can do is you roll around and spin dash through. However, you lack as much control as you usually would because you have to keep moving. It seems there are casino aspects though, as in several parts you can knock over billiard balls, and if you get all 4, you can get like a bonus. You also can collect rings, which I think is kind of cute because when you roll over them, they get stuck to your snowball, and as you pass a checkpoint, you collect the rings. But that's all the Sonic Lost World news we got. I know, it's a lot, and I think that's the most we'll get for a little while. Alright, let's set sail from Sonic Lost World and head on to The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. See what I did there? All of these were revealed at Gamescom too, so you want to get in with this all-star news? Alright, first off, the game can actually be played fully in first-person mode, which is a nice feature, but I don't see people using it that much. Next, and my favorite bit of news, it is no longer possible to accidentally miss Tingle's Island in the game, as you now have to go there for an introduction to this green little man in the main quest. I missed it when I first played Wind Waker, so it's good for me. Also, Hero Mode is available at the start of the game. For those who played the original and want more challenge, I know they'll like this. The Swift Sail, which allows you to sail faster than you originally could in Wind Waker, is available at the auction house right after the first dungeon, so you won't have to wait long till you start cruising along the sea. You can actually also change Link's emotions from happy to sad to even surprised. With this, you can take pictures of Link and put them on Miiverse, so to me, that's nice. Unfortunately, that's all the news we have, so I'll have to see you guys next time. It was really fun hanging out with you, but if you want more of the Lost Levels, subscribe to our channel, and also check out for Blooming Flora that comes out this Sunday, tomorrow. You still want more? Well then go check out everyone's favorite Fat Fabulous Fungus Toadette with their 5 fantastic facts on something very juicy. Alright, I'll see you guys then.